Hey everyone, it's RetroLooker and today we're doing an unboxing video. Now it is really hot today and it's overwhelmingly hot in the workshop. It's like a greenhouse in here. But these unboxing videos have to be done, so let's get into it. Today we are going to be unboxing another one of my products. The reason I do this is not to be big-headed, but because I think people find it useful. Obviously the videos I usually post are very artsy-fartsy. The photos I take are very product photography, highlighting all the best features. Doing this, people have found it particularly helpful. It's giving a more honest look, a more in-depth look, a look at the things that you wouldn't see in the product photos or in the artsy-fartsy videos that I usually show. So today we are going to be unboxing The Last of Us PlayStation 5. Now this is all boxed up, ready to go to its new home, but I'm going to be showing you guys first. I'm going to be showing everything it comes with, and I'm also going to be showing you how we install it on the PlayStation 5 for those interested, because I do get a lot of questions about, is this easy to install? How do I do it? What do I do? Does it damage my PlayStation? And other questions such as, this is, I say questions, I get them more as statements. Is my PlayStation going to overheat? That'll generate a lot of heat, trapping in the heat, all those things. I've had my Last of Us PlayStation on my PlayStation for 4 years, and not once have I ever overheated my PlayStation. If your PlayStation overheats due to bad ventilation or air circulation and stuff like that, that can happen to anyone. But providing your PlayStation is in a well-aired, circulated, ventilated area, you should be absolutely fine. So, you know, they're lightweight materials, nothing else is, you know, it's not like I'm wrapping it in wool. Providing these vents stay clear, the air can circulate, they will not overheat. I've never had a story, I've sold many of these now, I've never had someone come to me and say, you've ruined my PlayStation overheated, my PlayStation has died. Every PlayStation and design I've ever sold has gone down a treat, aesthetically, physically, and no one's has ever overheated. So, just to clarify, because people do like to tell me that it's going to overheat. And, you know, I feel like I'm overheating right now, so I can understand where that, I can understand where that thought process comes from. That I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this, I'm going to ruin the PlayStation, but it's never happened up to this point. I've had mine on for 4 years. So, you get 2 boxes. One is for the front plate, one is for the back plate. We're going to unbox the front plate first. I'm going to show it to you, I'm going to show you the back plate, and we're going to show you the center panel, which is in this bundle. Then we're going to put them on the PlayStation just so you can see how it all works. So the front panel, this is not bubble wrapped up or anything because I've not yet packed it away, but this is one of the boxes that you'll get. If we open up the boxes, there straight away is the Last of Us PS5 front plate. This is available in several different designs. This is available in The Last of Us. You can also get The Last of Us Part 1, The Last of Us Part 2, and Remastered. I also do an Ellie's Moth design, and I'm recently going to be branching out into other factions as well, which I'll talk about in a minute when we have a look at the back plate. So let's get this out and have a more close look at what we're dealing with here. Now, these are completely made from scratch. The turnaround for these is about 8 weeks. I can get it done quicker, sometimes it's slower. It depends how much other work I've got on at that given time. If I've got 10 of these to make, it will be slower. If I've just got the one, you might get it quicker. So these are handmade. This is not a sticker. This is not a 3D print. These are hand carved by myself and painted and aged and weathered to give that Last of Us aesthetic that we all know and love. So, and the videos and the photos never do it justice. I've been told many times that it doesn't look as 3D as it actually is. It doesn't look as cool in the videos than it does in real life. So this is the front plate. On the back as well, we have RetroLooker 2024. This has been signed by me, of course. And these are third-party plates. So included in the price of the bundle you get, these are third-party plates. These are not official PlayStation plates. But if you want me to use official Sony PlayStation plates, I can, but it will cost extra. It'll cost you an extra 50 British pounds. So, and I buy those for you, make them onto the plates, and send them out to you. So, this has been hand carved, hand painted, hand weathered, lots of moss. It's very The Last of Us aesthetic. You may have seen this before. When I posted my original, it went viral, and I occasionally see them doing the rounds still. There are videos on my YouTube. Many people have these. They are a lot of money, but a lot of work goes into them, and each one is a piece of art, as you can see. So that is the front plate. We're now going to talk about the back plate, and then the center panel, and then we're going to put them on the PlayStation, see how the whole thing looks together. So let's get the back plate up. So, back plate, same box. Open it up. There is your The Last of Us PS5 back plate. Now, as I was saying before, this is a disc edition as well. It is available in digital, and obviously the only difference is it doesn't have the disc drive here. Another thing people like to tell me is that it's going to scratch your discs and so on. I make extra effort to make sure we have full clearance. I test each plate on an actual PlayStation and make sure discs can go in and out and USBs fit and all that other stuff. Although this looks like actual bricks, it is like hard wearing, and it is it's not abrasive. It's, you know, like I said, I've had mine on for 4 years and I've never scratched a disc. It's just one of the things people like to tell me. So this is the back plate. This is the Firefly edition, something I am going to be doing very soon. They're not listed currently, but if you would like another faction for The Last of Us, I would be more than happy to do that. So this is the Firefly edition. I could absolutely do a WLF edition with the WLF logo on here. I could absolutely do a Seraphite, a Scars edition, with the Scars logo on here. We could even do a Rattlers edition or the Hunter edition. Literally, if you have an idea, I can do it. I've even thought about doing a Firefly stop sign edition. So, like I said, back plate, Retro Liquor 2024, hand signed by myself, bricks, hand painted, hand carved, moss, all the cool things. And these look so fantastic. Like, I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but if you are a fan of The Last of Us, this is for you. One thing I didn't mention about the other one is there's a little cutout there for the stand, which is if you're mounting your PlayStation upright. Someone has recently bought one off me saying that they mount their PlayStation on its side. So we've compensated for that and not put the slit down the side. Also, some people have come to me recently saying, look, I mount my PlayStation sideways. Can I just have the top plate and the center panel? So someone recently has just bought this and the center panel, but not the bottom panel. So they get the bottom panel, but there's no work on it because you can't see it. It's almost a waste, isn't it? So they paid the same price, or they don't pay they get it cheaper if they're buying the full bundle. So the full bundle, which is front plate and back plate, is on its own, so no center panel, is 200 British pounds. The full bundle with the center panel, so front plate, back plate, center panel, is 300 pounds. If you were to just buy the top plate and the center panel, I'd knock off 100 pounds because you're not having that work there. It's literally 100 pound a side if you think about it. So people have just bought the center panel off me before, not even the other plates. I always think it's a mistake, but some people have done it. So there is the back panel. We'll now have a quick look at the center panel, and then we'll get on to putting it on the PlayStation. So this is the center panel. It comes in 2 pieces and is attached via some strong double-sided tape. So if you do wish to take it off, it's not, you will break this, like, but it's not glued down. It will come off one way or another. So let's look at the bottom piece first. Here we have the Last of Us logo, USB port, USB-C port. I've added a little extra around these as well to compensate for not just the size of the USB, but the outer shell going into it as well. We've also got the power button and the disc button there as well. This is installed first, and then we have the second piece here. This is for the top, and it is flexible, so you can be bent around the sides without, you know, damaging it. And then together, they fit together very nicely for the finished piece. So that is the front panel, back panel, and centerpiece. Like I said, if you're buying the centerpiece on its own, not many people do it, but some have. If you're buying the center panel on its own, it's £100. If you're buying just the front plate and the back plate, it's £200. If you just want the front plate, it's £100. If you want the front plate and the center panel, it's £200. Money can be saved if you want to do it. Also, videos such as this, not this one in particular, but I might be kind and give you a little discount code, say YouTube 10, and you'd get some money off just for referring through this video. So here we have the PlayStation 5. This is just a standard PS5. I have made one for the PlayStation 5 Slim. I was actually commissioned by PlayStation to make them a PS5 Slim for The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. That went down fantastically. I now sell those as well. You can have the PS5 Slim in The Last of Us Part 1, The Last of Us Part 2, and Remastered. I will also do a Left Behind edition at some point if anyone wants one. So let's work on installing these, shall we? First thing you want to do is take off the stand, the bottom stand. And I am going to be making custom The Last of Us stands at some point to go with the PlayStation itself, because that's the one thing that aesthetically doesn't match the rest of the design. So first thing you want to do is take off your front plate. If anyone doesn't know how to do that, you just get under the PlayStation logo there, you just lifting that up ever so slightly, sliding towards you. You're then left with the PlayStation open like that, and install is super easy. We're just lining these little pegs up with the holes in the PlayStation, and it literally just clicks right in, just like that. And you want to lay this down on its front, taking care, of course, we don't want to damage it still. Same again, just peel up the corner ever so slightly to get those little nodules off and pull, and that's it. We're then left with the back panel exposed, and the install is exactly the same. We're just lining up these little tabs with the holes inside, making sure you're holding down all the corners, and there is your Last of Us PlayStation 5. Now this is just the front and back panel. Like I said, this is £200, but this middle bit, it doesn't quite fit the aesthetic, does it? Because it's a gloss black panel on a very apocalyptic PlayStation. Then, like I said, we're not actually going to install this because this is for someone, and this is a brand new PlayStation. But like I said, we just tip it on its back like this. We will peel off, there's little instructions there as well, peel off all the tape, pop the buttons out as well, we put them in last, and you just line it up with the USBs and stick it down. If I'm honest, I would put on the center panel before the side panels, just so you have better access. But let's see if I can show you that. as it is. So, like I said, you want to line up the USBs first, line up the buttons, and then that is a much better vibe for your entire PlayStation. Once this middle piece is on, you're then going to want to do the same. Take the stickies off there. You want to start at the top and fold it round. And then that's it. We're done. You have your Last of Us PlayStation 5 to be enjoyed. Play The Last of Us on and any other games you might fancy. And if you change your mind and want to revert it back to its original state, it's really easy to uninstall. Like I said, you just lift the corner up, pull it off, put it back away, and put your old PlayStation plates back on. It is easy peasy. So that is this video. I hope that was informative for anyone who's interested, or for anyone who's not yet seen The Last of Us PlayStation. I will leave a link in the description or the comments on to my Etsy where you can go get that, but if you don't click that, you can find me on Etsy at Retrolicker. You can even just Google Retrolicker and my Etsy will be the first thing that comes up. Or if you're searching Last of Us on Etsy, you'll probably find my stuff. Anyway, I sell lots of different Last of Us things. So I hope this video has been good. I hope it's been helpful. Let me know in the comments, 1, what other designs do you want to see? Last of Us and other. 2, what else do you want to see me do unboxing videos of? Because I know these are helpful, these are informative for those who want to know. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will catch you again next time.